Well, a very good afternoon to you all and welcome back to Crafters TV for a brand new launch. It is launch day for the next hour and oh my word, are we excited, because I know you are all excited about this collection at home. My name is Brent Watson, a pleasure to be here with you and thank you for joining us. We've had a nice little chill out in the sunshine there. We've had our dinner. Jamie's saying we're working still. Yes, we were working still. We were indeed. Wink, wink. We had a nice little chill out in the sun, got ourselves ready and set for this next show. And as I said, we were having a lovely lady named Sheila's Wheels driving up in that horrible bank holiday weekend traffic. She got here on time. She's been sat in a sauna for the last 3.5 hours, I'm going to say. But we've got the aircon absolutely blasting. We've got the big industrial fans in the studio as well. So it's nice and cool in the studio for her. But yes, I would just like to say a big massive hello to the lovely lady that is Sheila's Wheels.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, it's nice to be back. I know I was here last week for one day, but it just seems to have been a while because prior to that, it was like I hadn't been up since Dallas. So when I got here today, I was a bit flustered with the heat. So I think I've got one really red arm. It was really burning on the way up. Yeah, from the window side. And I kept doing this while I was driving. People probably wondered what I was doing because I was trying to drive like that just to cool it off. Yeah, so it was, there were collisions, there was roadworks, there was just sheer volume of traffic.
It's been a nightmare, hasn't it?
Yeah, so it did take a long time, but I did get here. So yeah, hopefully it will cool off now. And
yeah.
But it's lovely weather out there. It's about 30 degrees. 28, 30 degrees. It's very hot for the UK, isn't it?
Very hot for the UK.
So Brent's been out getting a little bit more bronze. And Jamie was out eating his lunch as well, but he was putting his cream on, so it's Jamie Burns, I think. So yeah, so all good, all good.
All good. Ready for a brand new launch, which is for our lovely friends across the pond in the US, and this one is Stars and Stripes. Now, we had a little sneak preview of it this morning in Crafters Connect, but this time we are going to dive deep into this gorgeous collection, and Sheila has got some fantastic demonstrations coming up for us. So let's get into the show, everyone. It is live on the site now, on the website for the US. Head to the site, shop the day, and you will find the brand new launch there for you. So, here it is, Stars and Stripes. It is $59.99 if you are in Platinum Club. Today's price though, $74.99 if you are not in the club. Let me show you what you are getting in the collection and then I will say a few hellos to you. The lovely Jan is with us on the socials, so do send in your comments for us. So, starting off, in your showstopper collection, you are going to be getting some of our fantastic sentiments here. So we've got everything that says Happy Independence Day, Happy 4th of July, USA, Happy Birthday America, Made in the USA. Hope your 4th of July sparkles with fun, just to reel a few off for you there. We have also got the 4th of July die. This one is, you've got your little background pieces and then you've got all of your numbers and your letters down here for the 4th of July with your stars embellishments as well. We've also got, I think this is going to be the absolute deal breaker for this collection, but we've got our pick-up truck. Now this is absolutely fantastic. We did show you some of the samples in the earlier show. Sheila's Wheels has got that one over her side though, so I will let her show you that sample. So that is your pick-up truck. We've also got our firework 2D embossing folder and stencil as well. So you've got your embossing folder on the one side there, and then you also get the stencil to be creating that firework gorgeous little design there. Now in this collection earlier on, I didn't mention this because I didn't have it, but you are also getting some linen cardstock in there. So let me show you the linen cardstock. These are all of the different colours that you are going to be getting in there. So these measure 8.5 by 11 inches. You're getting 6 different colours, 4 sheets of each, and they are 250 GSM. All perfectly work with the 6x6 paper pad that you're getting. So let me show you the 6x6 dinky little paper pad. Here we go. So in here, you are getting 36 single-sided sheets in there. I'll give you a quick little flick through of what you are getting. I'm going to go this way again. Here we go. So we've got different plaids in there. We've got your stars. We've got your stripes that I said look like a candy cane. Lots of different variations and colourways, all using red, white and blue, of course, for the American flag. And then as we go a little bit further on, you've got some more plaids and then a nice little swirly pattern there, like a, not a swirly pattern. I'm trying to think. A wiggly, a wavy, a wavy, a wavy, a wavy stars and stripes. So the linen cardstock perfectly complements everything that we have got there in the 6x6 paper pad. Jamie, you're right. You literally could have said anything and I would have reeled it off. I would have reeled it off. So I've got a few samples here just to show you. So this one here is using the embossing folder and the stencil that we've got in there. Obviously using the linen cardstock as well as the sentiments. This one, with the 4th of July die that we had, you've been creating your cake toppers to pop in your little cupcakes when you're having celebrations on the 4th of July there. Again, this one demonstrating the embossing folder and the stencil, showcasing some of that gorgeous paper pad there as well. And last but not least, look at that. So that is your pickup truck stuck onto the front of a card there. Again, showcasing all of the papers that we've got. There is another little freestanding one that Sheila's Wheels has got. Sheila's Wheels with her pickup truck. So she will be able to show you that one. So yes, that is our Stars and Stripes, a brand new launch, US only. Once again, platinum price is $59.99. Now I'm going to say a few hellos and then are we going to get on with the demo after the hellos, Dino? Oh yeah, lovely stuff. Let's see who we've got joining us in this afternoon. Carol Byrne is in with us. Hi Jan and to the crew. We've got Debs Neary, hello everyone from very foggy Ohio. Ursa is back in with us as well, hello to you. Carolyn, good morning from a rainy Florida. I can't wait for my Stars and Stripes collection to arrive. Michelle Knits For You is back in with us as well. And we've got Linda Armstead in with us, foggy and rainy in Maryland. Maryland. I got it. I got it. Who else is in with us as well? We have got Laurie Barnett is in with us. Hello to you. Happy birthday to me. 29 again. Laurie Barnett, happy birthday to you, my angel. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laurie. Happy birthday to you. Woo. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Hey. Have a lovely day, my darling. It's not very long at all, no. Marnie is in with us. Hello from Arizona. Hello to you. And it is Elizabeth Taylor is saying, hello, Sheila Brent and community team from Beth in a really hot Mansfield, sitting in a cool house watching. I do not blame you. It is absolutely sweltering. We are on YouTube and on Facebook for the Launch Day show. So wherever you are watching us, make sure you give us a lot of love. Give us a like, give us a heart, do whatever you want to do. And do keep sending in your comments. Any questions as well that you've got for Sheila, let me know. Jan will send them through and I will send them over to Sheila. Now, enough of me. Do we want to see this collection in action? Because I do. Sheila's Wheels. Take it away.
Oh, yeah, I keep hearing things in my ear that make me laugh. So, yeah, we want to show you this. Look at this little truck. Isn't it amazing? And I was thinking, if you got, last year, our cloche dies, which had this truck in, but on an even smaller scale, you could incorporate that with this one. And if you also got, or have got, the Harvest Blessings truck, that's a bigger one. So can you imagine doing all three of them, like the big one, the medium-sized one, and then the small one? I think they would be absolutely amazing. So I'm going to try that, not today, but I think I'm going to have a little play with that at home, and then we can see how it would work. Because there might be a clever way of like doing it almost like, you know, the Russian dolls that sit inside each other?
Yes.
You might be able to do that with the 3 of them. So if you've got the cloche dies, the mini truck, this one from Stars and Stripes, and then the big one from Harvest Blessings.
Do you want to craft along with it? Because I'll give you the craft along for Stars and Stripes.
You have done, have you?
No, I'm saying I will give you it. I don't know
okay,
if, I don't know
then,
if
all
we've,
right. Well, if I just done, I've just dropped myself right in it again. Oh, my goodness. But that truck is just divine, isn't it? And you can make it as simple or as you know, detailed as you want to. We'll end up doing something with it. I just know. We'll be putting motors in and engines and all sorts.
We will be.
Anyway, so let's do a little project here. So I'm going to start off with the embossing folder. Now, I've already embossed a piece, but I thought let's do it live just to show you how amazing it is. And we mustn't forget that we always have new people who might wonder what an embossing folder is or go, what do you do with it? So obviously we've got the coloured side at the front, and then at the back we've got the Crafters Companion logo. So that will give us a nice embossed effect, which will mean that when we feel it, the raised bit will be on the front. So let's pop that through the Gemini. So
yes.
2 white plates, because it's a 2D embossing folder this time. And also with this, you will get a... Oops!
Oh.
I've just shot a piece of something off the back. It'll clip back on, I can see it. My fault, it was a piece of... It was like the strip off the back. It'll go back on. Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, go back on. It'll clip. It's got clips on.
Did we see it? We did see it.
Did you see it fly?
I'm howling.
Yeah, you will have, but it doesn't matter. It'll clip back on. I've done it myself at home with mine. Oh, dear me. It's because I hadn't opened the back door, had I? The front door was open, but the back door was shut.
Oh.
Anyway, oh, goodness me.
Oh, my word.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so now you also get in this, you get a stencil. Okay, so you want to add some colour or you want to use a stencil on its own, you can do. What you can then do is you can line up the embossed areas through the stencil, and then you can bring your inks in onto there. So I'm just making sure I've lined that up there, and then we'll use a little bit of the Chinese red, and also the Midnight. So we've got and these are both the opaque pigment inks. So again, if you wanted to add powder on top of these after, you could do. But I'm just going to do a little bit of ink on here, and we're just going to do, I'm not going to do it too hard because I'm going to add some decoration onto here as well. So let's just do like kind of a bit of a mix. So we will add a little bit there and a little bit. Are you still laughing at this? Is this going to be one of those shows that we keep? Oh my goodness.
No, I don't. Jamie's just said, I don't know who's left us alone for the day.
Oh my. That's my own fault. I apologise. I'll pick it up in the break.
I'm having a watch of it now. Jamie's just sent me it.
Oh my wee bang.
It's because the Gemini is so excited for launch day.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, it's doing its own little firework display.
It is.
Oh, this is really nice stencil now, isn't it? This is fabulous. This is so celebratory. And if you got our beautiful celebrations paper pad, this is going to work lovely with that as well, I think.
Yes, it is. Well, this morning's show, My Special Papers 2025 was one of our recent bestsellers.
Oh, really?
And the Stardust Celebrations
Oh
is
my
in that,
goodness.
isn't it?
Well, that's an absolutely perfect match, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because again, it means you'll be able to use it outside of the 4th of July. You can use it for any kind of event that has fireworks. So there we've got our little firework display. And I've not gone too heavy in it. So what I'm going to do now is put that on the front of my, my card here. So I think what I will do, rather than actually inking and putting another layer on, my idea or my thought process with this was to put this on and I've got an A5 card blank here. So what I want to do is put this on, just put it on with some of the tacky glue.
Yeah.
Like this. So I'll just put a little bit on the back there on those flat bits where we've not got the embossed panel. And we'll pop that onto there like that, because what I'm going to do now is bring in another piece of watercolour card, but I'm going to do some tearing on that, and then I want to bring in my watercolour palette as well.
Ooh,
so I've got a piece
nice.
here which is just, it's about the same size, and what I want to do is I want to tear it, so I want to have a torn piece across the top and a torn piece across the bottom. Okay, so I don't mind if it's like a little bit uneven, so I'll have a piece like this, and then I'll do the same at the bottom as well, because we'll have our 4th of July in the middle there. So we're going to have this effect like that. What I want to do now is bring in my watercolour palette, and I'm going to use some of the blue and some of the red paint. So what I'm going to do, just wet my brush, and we're going to use, let's just try this blue on the back of here, just to make sure that's too, I think that's too teal, that colour. So I'm going to go with one of the darker ones here. Probably that one actually, although we might have to do, no, we might have to do the other one actually. That one next to it, I think that's a darker one. Ooh, thought I had an even darker one than that. I think there might be a bit of green on my brush. Just give that a bit more. Oh, actually, I can see a darker blue here. Yeah, I think there's some green paint on my brush, actually, which is making them all a little bit teal. Let me give it a... That's better. That's better. There's a darker blue here. I think this might be... Hopefully, this will be the one. I know there's a really dark blue in here. They're all the same. How weird is that? So what we'll do then, let's mix them up a bit. Let's add a little bit of... Maybe a little bit of, they all look really odd colours, you know. I'm wondering, because it's just been in the back of my car today. So I'm wondering if it's like, if the
heat.
Sun has just done something to it. Anyway, it's fine. Let's go with that last one that we tried. I do feel it's because I've got green. I might try a clean brush actually. Let me get a different brush. Just to be sure.
To be sure.
Absolutely. Because I've never known, not the darker one. Let's just get this a bit darker. I need it to be a bit darker. I need it to be more navy, and I don't know why that's not. Let me check what these are. We'll just go with that one. It's fine. I'm wondering if the sun has done something to them, you know. It is very hot, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, bring in this, and I want to do some like stripes like this, but I don't want them to be kind of accurate. I really need that to be dark blue. It's bothering me a little bit. And then what I want to do is do the same on this one. I needed it to be more navy, didn't I? Might do some ink on it otherwise. We'll do a bit of paint and then we'll do a bit of ink. Yeah. And then I want my my red here. Okay. So we're going to do some, see this looks more orange, doesn't it? Yeah, it's, I wonder if the sun's done something to my paints. Because I took them with me to, we were in the Cotswolds this weekend. Oh, yes. Doing an event down there. That's a bit deeper red. And I wonder if the sun has had an effect on the paint. Anyway, it's fine. Let's bring in the inks as well then, make it more like along those lines of the red. Yeah. Okay, so let's bring in ink pad again. So weather does strange things, doesn't it? The weather really does strange things, especially when it's really hot as well. Because this seems like as though it's almost hard to spread. Oh, what a shame. I was really looking forward to doing those.
I think the thing is though as well, like when...
I can't see. Oh, hang on, let me just double check if there's another watercolour palette here.
Yeah.
I don't think there is. No, there isn't. There was, but there isn't one there. Okay, let's turn it over and do the other side, and we'll do it with the ink. It's fine. We'll do it with the ink. We'll get quite a bit of ink on here, because we know those colours are going to match. I didn't want the tealy turquoise. I needed it to be dark blue, obviously. So this will work, because we're only going to decorate it with stars anyway, just to give it a bit of a different effect.
Right, okay.
So it'll still kind of work, and I wanted it to be like paint stripes, if you like.
Yes.
But it's okay, we can do it like this, because we're going to put stars on it. So I apologise for that. I'm not sure why that happened. So let's do the blue now. So bring in the dark blue, because this is what we need. It's more like a navy, isn't it, that we need.
Yeah.
So we can do that this way, because this will match what we've already done with our little stencil. It looks a bit odd at the minute, but let's just go a little bit around the edges as well, just to bring in that blue. What I might have to do is go and might put my paints in the fridge. I don't know if that's something that would work or not. If the sun's, you know, maybe put them in some cold area, see if that'll help. It could be that. You know what it's like if you leave things in your car and we've got excessive heat, which we don't usually have in this country, do we? So
no, I was going to say that's the thing. Like if they've been sat as well and it's not used to this crazy weather that we have in.
Yeah, I mean, with anything that's got like colour on it, the sun can take the colour out of it, and you'll know that probably. Some of you living in hotter climes would know that from when you've got like your paper in racks in your room, because it's happened with mine before, where we've actually had the colours been taken out of it. Right, so now I'm going to grab I've still got some foam on a roll. In fact, I'm going to use something even better than that. Well, not better, but different. I'm going to use my adhesive sheets, because I want these to be kind of sat.
Right.
Like proud. So I'm going to cut a big chunk off here, and that will go on the back of there, like this, and I can trim off the excess, put that back on my little sheet here. So we've got that one there, and that will raise up. Yeah, it was definitely the wrong colour, that teal, so I apologise for that. That was never in my plan. I wanted navy. So the paint's gone wrong. The back panel shot onto the floor.
It's bank holiday.
It's bank holiday. Like, don't they say things like that happen in 3? So
yeah,
let's
but you've
hope
had
not.
bad traffic, so that was the first thing.
Well, maybe, yeah, bad day for traffic on the
Yeah, so
on
don't
the
worry, you've had
motorway
your
here.
3.
Because I was thinking, well, if people, you know, if you're going out on a bank holiday and you know the weather's going to be great, you usually go quite early, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you beat the rush. But it felt like everybody had just set off late this morning. I was thinking by the time I'd set off at, 10:15, it would be, the mad rush would be gone then. But then, you know, people get, not irate, but people get frustrated when it's hot, don't they? And they drive fast and they do crazy things. You know, and I don't know if that's had any effect. There were 2 or 3 collisions at least. Roadworks, just general bank holiday traffic. Okay, so now we've got our blue and our red on there. You can still see the fireworks through. So what I've already done is I have cut all these little bits. So I've cut the 4th of July panel out.
Yeah.
And we've done this from the beautiful cardstock, the linen cardstock. So let's pop this onto here. So the white one I've done smaller than, obviously, with the smaller die. And then the red one we've got as the outer die. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the 4th of July on here. And I think I've cut 4, maybe 4 or 5 of the 4s, because I want to put those on top of each other so that they kind of build up a little bit.
Oh, nice.
So a bit more
dimension.
chunky. And again, I've done them from that beautiful dark blue cardstock that we've got in there. So we've got one there. That'll just make that number 4 a little bit chunkier. So it'll stand out a little bit more. Like that. Okay, so we'll do 4 layers of this.
Yeah.
And then we've got, to match that, we've got 4 layers of the no, how would I say this? The for the 4th, the ordinal, isn't it?
Oh, yes, that's the one.
So we've done that for that. So we've got the 4th there. And then we've cut July in a mixture of red and blue.
Nice.
So let's get those out of here as well. I don't want to tip the whole bag out. Mind you, it doesn't matter. We've got loads of stars. So, and I've cut loads in different sizes, and they're all included in the die, with the dies. So, and a couple of them I've taken from the little truck set as well, because they are, there's a slightly bigger star in there. So let's turn this way then. So, and you can see it's pretty obvious where the letters are going to go. So we're going to do July like this, and we'll just pop them on there before we put it together, just so that we know it's going to be in the right place, like that. So we've got 4, and the 4 will sit in here. And then you can see these areas are where the stars go, and then the ordinal will go up there. So let's pop the letters on first.
Yeah.
And then we can see how nice that will look. I mean, we've already seen it on that beautiful, what could be a cake topper, which would look amazing. Imagine having those cupcakes on your table.
Yeah, no.
With all those lovely cake topper for everyone. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? It'd be a lot of work, but it would be worth it, I think.
Yeah.
Especially if you do this for like a little business, you know, you could be making cupcakes and putting these would be absolutely fabulous.
Yes, they
in the
would
top
be.
of cakes. Can you imagine? If you're a baker or you do that, you know, you make pastries and things for 4th of July. And then if you did these in the top, you'd be able to add maybe a couple of extra dollars on, wouldn't you, for sales and things.
Yeah.
Make a nice little killing, as they say, on that one. I made a killing on that one.
Make a killing on that one.
Yeah, exactly. So now we've got July on there, and then we can pop our 4. And then because the little ordinals are very thin,
yeah.
I'm going to actually put those together on top of each other flat on there rather than as I've done the 4s.
Yes.
So I think that will make it a little bit easier. So let's get that onto there, like that. And then we can do this one here. So we can stick our first one there. And because of the way the background die is shaped, it's quite obvious where these pieces go. You know, they all fit quite nicely in those little areas. So you can see that that's right. So I think that's quite good. It means it's nice and easy.
Yeah.
See where they sit. And then, so
well,
that
you've even got enough room on the background to be able to do a drop shadow on these as well, haven't you?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. So if you wanted to do them in like maybe something brighter, like a mirror card or something like that, a metallic card or a glitter card, and then do a nice little black drop shadow behind maybe.
Yeah. That
would work quite nicely. So we've got our 3rd one on there now. And then we can do our 4th one here. Like this. So that will be that one. Like that. And then, so those are quite chunky. And then we've got our of here. So we need to put 4th of July. And if I bring in the set of dies to show you, like you can kind of copy off that as well if you want to. So you can see how that is set out. Gives you a good indication of how it's done. But you can change it and adapt it however you want to. So let's put our O on there. And then we will do the little F. I think it's really lovely, this one. I think it's a really lovely set. It's very unusual. It's very modern. Very patriotic, isn't it?
Very, yeah. The paper pad we were saying, it's got like a retro feel to it though as well.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's modern, but it's got that retro.
Yeah, definitely. It looks great.
However, I will say the song that is stuck in my head is Firework by Katy Perry right now, because all I'm reading is 4th of July, seeing fireworks.
Oh, yes, I know which one you mean. Yeah.
I don't know, we might get a copyright, so I'm not going to sing it for you. I'll be very accurate, Jamie. I'm a big fan of Katy Perry. Beautiful singer, not so much. But although James did say to me at one point, he was like, did you used to sing professionally? And I was like, I've had a little bit of training in my time. And he was like, oh.
Yeah. I can tell that you've had some training.
Not karaoke. Well, actually, yes, Dean, karaoke training. A lot of karaoke training.
You know what? I think you can get away with karaoke, can't you? As well, I feel like as long as you can, like hold, you know, you can stay in tune, and you can actually, you've got some rhythm.
Yeah.
Then you're fine. Yeah, if you're drunk, it's not ideal. You know, and your Uncle John gets up at the end of the night and starts doing it. It's not always ideal, is it? But
the group that you're with makes karaoke.
yeah. First time I did it, I was in Russia.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I went to Russia with the band I was in, and we went into this bar, and it was like the midst of winter, so it was absolutely freezing. And we went into this bar, and I actually thought, oh, I'm going to have a go at karaoke. The karaoke was playing in there. And there was no one in this bar apart from the band got in there, and we were all cold. So we'd gone in for a bit of a warm-up as well, because it was about -14 when we were there. It was like midst of winter, it was freezing. So we went into there, and the karaoke was on, but no one was doing it. So I was like, do you know what? I think I'm going to have a go. And I sang. Do you remember? I don't know who recorded it. I can't remember. Do you remember Sunny? The song Sunny. Sunny what's... Sunny, you know, I love you, Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that one. And there was a man sat at the bar drinking on his own, you know, and he just seemed like really solemn. So I went over with the microphone, took it to him, you know, and and I started to go, I love you. And he used to join in with me on all the I love you bits in the end.
I love you.
It was quite funny. When I turned round, all the band were on the dance floor, like dancing to it. And I was like, oh my goodness, look at all these lot dancing to me doing karaoke. So it was quite fun. It was, you know, it was really fun. And everyone seemed to enjoy it. And then when I worked at IKEA for a long time, and we used to go out on a works do every like couple of months, and we used to either go bowling or there was a really great club in Warrington where they used to have karaoke and like meals upstairs. So we used to go upstairs and have a meal, and then we used to do karaoke. So I always used to go on there and do Shirley Bassey, and I used to get really into it, you know.
I love Shirley Bassey. Big Spender is
Big
my
Spender,
karaoke
absolutely.
song. The minute you walked in the joint.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to love singing Hey Big Spender. Okay, so let's just pop a couple more little stars on here. And then I did bring some twine, but I'm not I might put some twine on as well. I need to put my little, let me grab that other blue star there. I need to put a bit of twine, and I need to put as well a little bit of, I need to put some pads under here, so this will sit proud of that.
Oh,
so,
yeah, I thought you'd already stuck that down.
No. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a bit more of the adhesive sheet on here, because we can just do a big chunk of that on the back. And it will sit nice and proud, because these are really chunky, these sheets. If you've never used them, if you're putting something like heavy on your project, or you want it to be really solid, this is the thing to have, because it's really chunky, and honestly, nothing moves. So I'm thinking I might just put a second one on there to really lift it.
Yeah.
So let's do another piece. About the same. Yeah, she's still going, Shirley Bassey, isn't she? A bit like Tom Jones, isn't she, really? They're both from Wales, aren't they? So there must be something in Wales that gives you a great voice and, you know, longevity. And you need to move to Wales. Well, I don't know if it's going to make you into a great singer or not, but yeah, I mean, it's worth a go, isn't it? It's definitely worth a go. Dean, nothing to lose.
I did not know Shirley Bassey was Welsh.
Yeah.
Not a clue. Never, ever even crossed my mind. I thought she was American. Thought she was American.
No, well, do you know what? She used to have a show on TV in the 70s, right? And it was on a Saturday night, I think, and she had this huge sheepdog. You know, like an old English sheepdog that used to do that used to appear on the Dulux cans of paint.
Yes.
So she had an old English sheepdog, and I think it was called Emma. I want to say the dog was called Emma. And she used to do a show on a Saturday night, you know, from her house Oh, and my mum used to shout upstairs to us if we were playing upstairs and say, "Girls, Shirley Bassey's coming on." And we used to run down and she'd sing on the show as well. We used to love it. It was fabulous. It was really great show. But I mean, you might be able to find it on YouTube or something. Can't remember what it's called.
What was it called? Can you remember?
I can't remember.
Did she have guests on?
Do you know
or was
what?
it just her own show?
I don't know if she did.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if it was Shirley Bassey or not, but my dad once did a show, and I can't remember if it. I honestly can't remember who it was now. I don't know if it was Cilla Black, maybe.
Yeah, I think Cilla used to have a show like that as well, didn't she?
He went on with like a group of however other many men, playing his teeth.
Right.
But I can't remember if it was Cilla, if it was Shirley, if it was none of them and it was somebody else. The Shirley
I think it could have been
Bassey
the
show.
Shirley Bassey show. And I feel like it was like primetime TV on a Saturday night, you know, and everyone used to be at home watching TV and stuff. And I'm sure that's where it used to, when it used to be on. So that's when we used to watch it. It's either Friday night or Saturday night. Yeah, it could have been the Shirley Bassey show. Because did you ever see her when she was on BBC One on Saturdays? Yeah. It was great, honestly, it was a great show. And it was proper like, you know, like down-to-earth kind of thing. Because she was just like being how she is naturally, you know, so it was really nice. 13 episodes, is that all there were?
13 episodes.
Wow.
Might have to have a little YouTube with that in the next break.
Well, yeah, have a look. Yeah, she used to sing on there as well. They were really good shows. Yeah, we used to love them. We used to love watching Shirley Bassey.
Used to love them. Charlotte Clark on YouTube is saying, got my ordering and looking forward to working with it, enjoying Sheila's demo of this set. And do you know what? That's actually, I love the, I'm going to say the roughness of the torn sheet.
Yeah, it's a bit wacky, isn't it?
I love it.
It should have had more red and blue stars on, and I'm really disappointed that my paint effect didn't work because I wanted that to be something a little bit different on there, but hey, it's all right. It's okay. There we go. So we've just got a little bit of, I mean, you could really like spruce it up and put some red and blue gems on.
Yeah.
A bit of red and blue glitter and make it a bit more crazy. But you could, I wanted to create the effect of the flag in a way with the big stripes, but my blue, obviously my paint didn't quite work, so otherwise it would have been a bit more deeper at the top and deeper at the bottom. But it gives you an idea. You get your paints out. Try it.
Looks lovely. Looks really nice. Thank you, Sheila, for that one there. Lots of people tuning in with us, getting very, very excited about this one as well. And I need to say, because we missed it this morning, it's Memorial Day today in the US as well.
Is it?
Yes, it is, yeah. So, yeah, sorry I missed that one in the earlier show. Miss T, Georgia Peach is in with us. Hello, Tiffany. Hi, Brent the Entertainer, and Sheila from Hatlena. Hello to you. We've also got in Peggy is in with us. Hi from Georgia. Looking forward to celebrating our country's 250th birthday day. Wow. Karen Hughes, good afternoon, Brent and Sheila. Having a quiet day, just chilling in the garden. Had a really busy day yesterday, putting the pool up in the garden for the grandkids. Great grandkids and myself. Yes, you definitely need a pool in the heat that we've got currently. Lots of people saying Happy Memorial Day from the USA. And we've got, I've just seen somebody pop in about the Big Spender song. There it was. Linda Arm said, great song, Big Spender. Yes, indeed it is. Marnie saying, absolutely love this card, Sheila. Cindy is also saying, fun card, Sheila. And Trudy Bickham has just joined us. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Trudy Bickham. If you have just joined us, welcome in for the launch day of our Stars and Stripes collection. This one is available for our friends across the pond only in the US. I'm going to quickly run you through some of the boards that I have got, or well, some of the boards, all of the boards that I've got on my side here while Sheila was getting ready for her next demo. So in this Showstopper collection, it is $74.99, or if you are in Platinum Club, $59.99 for you there. So in the collection, you are going to be getting your sentiments in there as well. So we've got a nice selection of sentiments for you. We've also got in there this pick-up truck, and honestly, I absolutely love this. I think this is the staple of this collection. We've also got in there what we've just seen the lovely Sheila demo with, the 4th of July die set. And of course, she was using the embossing folder and the stencil there, which is your firework one. So that is your 2D embossing folder, and then you also get the stencil to match with that as well. Now, of course, you are getting the 6x6 paper pad as well. That's got 36 single-sided sheets in there for you. And we also have our linen cardstock as well. So in the linen cardstock, you're getting 6 colours, 4 sheets of each. They are 250 GSMs, and they measure 8.5 by 11 inches there. So a gorgeous collection in celebration of the 4th of July, stars and stripes here at Crafters Companion. Absolutely love this collection. I really, really think the design team have done a fabulous job with this one. And of course, the gorgeous samples that we've had from our DT as well. Marie has done a fantastic lot of samples for this one. So, without further ado, we're going to get on with another demo so you can see how this gorgeous collection works. Over to you, Sheila's Wheels.
Okie dokie. So, for all of you that came to Crafteganza in Dallas and Crafteganza in the UK,
yeah,
you will all remember, and I hope you managed to get them all home in one piece. We did the like the pyramid project or the TP card, whatever you want to call it. So I thought we'd do one of those as well. So we've got like a bit of a celebratory cone almost. So what we're going to do, this time we've got 6x6 inch squares here. Now I think on Crafteganza, I feel like we used 5x5 inch squares, I feel. So we're going to do, this one will be a little bit bigger. So you need your 3 squares, and I thought, I know you all said you always wanted to make one and you were going to go home and make more. I know with life it gets busy and we want to do it, we don't always get time. So I thought, let's just do a little refresh. And I feel like it was a good celebratory one, because if you remember when we were in the classes, we were speaking about what it would be like if you did it with 7x7 squares, 8x8 squares, 12x12 squares, how you could turn it upside down so it looked a little bit like a bucket that you could put candy in. So what we're going to do, in fact, I'm going to put another piece of paper down here because I've got quite a bit of ink on the mat here and I've not got my wipes to hand. So we're going to do 6x6 squares. So let's do a little refresh on how we put the actual structure together, because that was what threw a lot of people out. And we walked round and said, well, you remember, Brent, won't you? Because you were with me for the 2 days, weren't you?
I was indeed.
About how we put it together. And that was the thing that I think threw most people out. It was because we said it was difficult doing a card like this. It's 3 squares. How do you make a triangle from 3 squares? Well, normally you would make a square from a couple of triangles, wouldn't you? So it just doesn't kind of sit right in your head.
Does not compute.
It does not compute, no. The computer says no.
It did not compute with my brain because I did a horrible job of it, didn't I?
Well, do you know what? It's really weird. I just can't explain why my brain doesn't understand the explanation of it. But basically, we likened it to a stealth bomber. You know, the really black flat airplanes that can avoid radar and fly through the sky?
Yes.
We thought it was kind of like that in a way. So, as long as you've got your 3 squares, they're all scored down diagonally, obviously, and then put one down as though it's like a diamond. So we're going to put that one down in the diamond shape, and then we bring these 2 in here, and these will line up with that top point on there, and then also you've got your little fold here. So if you look at it, you've got the 2 lines join at the top, the 2 scores join at the top, and come out away from you as though they're going to go down either side of you. And then you've got the little triangle poking out the bottom. So that's all you need to remember. Now, the other thing you need to remember when you put it together, of course, is the fact that You know, we all want to just get it glued together and then start decorating it. But you need to remember that you've not to get glue beyond this bit on your project here, so you can mark it if you want to with a little bit of, with a pencil or something. And what I found was easier to do, if I can just grab my pencil out my bag here, if I can just see it, because I've got 3 pencils, there it is. I've got 3 pencils in this bag, and my bag has been in the boot of my car for 3 days while I was down in the Cotswolds. I didn't need to take it in with me, so I was like, right, I'm okay, I don't need to take it in. So it's been in transit, and I've kept hearing it moving about in the boot. So there's probably like a load of bits in the boot. So if you put a little mark there where you've put that on, so you know that when you're putting your glue on here now, you can glue this whole section here.
Yeah.
And as long as it doesn't go beyond that little point on both sides, then you're okay.
Lovely.
So we'll do one little bit here first of all. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down to the edge, and then I'm going to try and go like along that line there.
Yeah.
And if you want to do it with your tape run, you can. If you want to do it with glue, double-sided tape, whatever you want to do. Whatever you feel is the best thing. And if you want to then go all over, you can. I feel like sometimes it's good to just go down the edges like that. So that one will then sit onto there.
Nice. Whilst
Like
you're
that.
gluing then, I'm going to ask you, how was the Cotswolds?
Well,
Well.
it was beautiful. I mean, it was a great event. Everyone that came along loved it.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind, a lot of the people that came along were not crafters.
Good.
And we had a lot of gentlemen there as well. So a lot of husbands and partners supporting wives.
Lovely.
And all the men were really keen to have a go. So on the first day, we did like little watercolour bootmarks.
Nice.
And they were kind of like shaped in a tag. So they got a fancy top. And then we did like a stamped a sentiment on. And then we actually did like a watercolour wash over the top, and then we
Yeah.
did some little spatters. So it's quite a quick project, really. But I tell you what, those people saying they weren't crafters, they didn't half give it their all.
Did they?
They were, yeah, absolutely. They were having the best time, and honestly, we must have had, on average, there's probably about 160 people over the 2 days.
Wow.
And they had an absolute ball. They just loved it. And every project was different out of all those people. And all we'd done is given them all the same project, but every single one was different, which was quite amazing, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, they loved it. And then the second day we did dried flowers, and they were spectacular. Just little squares with dried flowers on. Every one of them that had done it, it took my breath away, because every single one was different.
Yeah.
And they were just absolutely stunning. And because that was to promote our new flower press.
Yes.
That you can use in the microwave. So, but we had got some pre-dried flowers, obviously, because we had such a mass of people. To have dried that amount of flowers, it would have taken forever. So,
yeah.
But yeah, they did some beautiful projects, and they were all happy. So there's going to be another event like that in November.
Oh.
And also, a lot of these people weren't crafters, so we were like, you must join us on Crafters TV. We're on all day from 12 till 7. And so, yeah, so hopefully we'll get some new viewers. If anyone is watching that was at the Cotswolds event, please drop us a line. But if you were, well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Because we did say, you know, you'll love being on, you'll love watching the shows. So look at that now. We've got our lovely pyramid or TP card. Now, when we did this on the Crafterganza event, we actually put a Velcro dot here and here so that you could fasten it, but then you could open it up and fold it flat to put in like that, to put in an envelope. Today, I might just tack it today just with a little foam pad, just once we've decorated it. So I thought it would be a really nice idea. Obviously, stars and stripes. You've got to have those on something like this, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
So to decorate these now, when we had these done on Crafterganza, we did like smaller projects. So I've got like a piece of paper here that if I cut it in half across the diagonal, this will fit on here as well. So I'm going to cut those from corner to corner with all 3 of these, so that will give us some triangles.
Yeah.
So let's get these lined up on the trimmer here. Now, if you want to back these as well onto just looking at the time, so obviously we're not time to back them onto another piece of card, but if you want to do that, you can. And what you can do as well Use your linen card because that's going to be really nice. But I might just go around the edge of these with ink just because of the tan aspect.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Because we've got the red ink and we've got the blue ink, so we could do that as well. So let's go up to that corner there, and then we'll do this one as well, because that way then, should we do it that way? Because that way then our stripes would be, yeah, let's do it that way. So if we do it, the stripes going across rather than going down.
Yeah.
On the guillotine, I think it'll make it look a little bit different. So we've got our 6 triangles there. Now, if we bring this back in, you'll see if we put this on here now, that will actually cover the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is trim it down. Now, to do that, there's a couple of options. You can either trim a strip off the diagonal edge, or what you can do, which I always find easier, is to take a piece off the straight edge. So I'm just going to do a little mark there so that I know that is the size I need for this piece. Okay. And of course, because we couldn't kind of show you this at Crafterganza, because we had such a lot of people, we had to do everything in kit form. And so we weren't doing much cutting really, basically, it was all pre-cut.
Yes.
So I think if you're wanting to do something like this now, that would be how you could do it. So you can see now, we've still got a little white edge around there where the triangle will go. So if I add a bit of ink around there now to show that up a little bit, that will give you that, that effect. And so what I might do as well, I might do a little bit of blue there, bring in a bit of the red as well, so we've got it, you know, all the colours are on there as well, so it just mixes it up a little bit.
I like that.
And it gives you the chance to be a bit more arty.
Yeah.
So let's see, we've probably still got some ink on there, we have. So now we'll go in the gaps, like that, and that will give us a nice little twist on inking around the edge. We always tend to go around as crafters with the same colour, so I think that gives us a bit of variation.
Yeah, I really like that idea, Sheila.
And then, oh good, I am glad. And then if we pop that on there then, you can see how that works.
Pat Moress is saying, thank you for showing the triangle card design again. Yes, we did have a little bit of trouble with that in Texas, but I loved the design.
Yeah,
so
I think it was great actually, and I think it was our lovely Nicole, who I actually met for the first time this weekend.
She's lovely, isn't she, Nicole?
Oh, she's amazing, and I also met lovely Marie as well, so we spent a lot of time together, and it was really nice to finally meet. Yeah. And they helped in the class, and I don't think we could have done it without them, so it was lovely to have both Maria and Nicole there. And to spend some time with them. We had a little drink together, and we had food together, and we had lots of laughs.
I don't know if I've met Marie yet.
Oh, really?
Have I met her in the past? Marie, have we met? I can't remember.
Well, they were saying that because obviously they tend to be, a lot of the time, they tend to be shut away in their rooms because they're always making all these beautiful samples that you see for the marketing suite that we have and for, you know, for shows and things. So they tend to be kind of shut away and we don't get to see them. So, oh, I just dropped that on the mat, but that'll clean off because it's just opaque ink. So, yeah, so it was really nice to spend a little bit of time with them. And it was just a really nice event. The whole thing was really nice, and it was different. It was different to Crafterganza because obviously our Crafterganza customers were people that we know from shows where they write in and they, you know, talk to us online. So it was nice for us to meet them because we know that they are all, you know, experienced crafters, or a lot of them are. So with the people on the event in the Cotswolds, they weren't experienced crafters. A lot of them weren't even crafters. So again, it was nice to be able to, you know, sit and chat with them and hopefully encourage them to have a go at crafting like we do, like we all enjoy.
Oh, I hope some of them do start watching us as well.
It would be lovely, actually.
Yeah.
I said to them, you know, I said it's not really like shopping telly like you see. I said it's very informal. We have a lot of fun on there. It's very interactive. So if you want to join in or ask a question, you can. And you know, I said, and we're all very down to earth. We're all very approachable. We're all very, but you know, we are at work as we are at home, aren't we? We're no different, honestly. Well, absolutely, what you see is what you get.
As soon as these cameras cut, we have a laugh, don't we?
Yeah, we do, and we're just the same, and we have great rapport with one another, and we have good, you know, respect for each other, and we're friends, and we help each other in good and bad times. So, we're, you know, and I think that's what people like as well, isn't it?
Jamie.
So.
You don't want to hear what Jamie's saying in my ear. Everybody
he's being
watching
a bit
at
of a
home.
rotter, isn't it? But we just ignore him. He's doing it all in jest. We know what he thinks, really. And we know when we love you. So, yeah, gosh, we're going to end up in tears in a bit, aren't we? We're going to be going, oh, I love it, you know, when you've had too much to drink. And then, yeah, I love you, I really do. I'll always love you forevermore.
You'll get no tears out of me, Sheila.
Exactly, yeah.
The sun's dried them all up.
You dried them all up. Well, do you know what? I got really emotional at both crafterganzas, and I got emotional yesterday as well, because we met a gentleman there who, and myself and Leanne, he was saying that he's a wood turner, and they've set up this this group for men who, you know, when they retire, a lot of men find it difficult to, what do they do next? So they've set up this, like, men, I think it's called like the men's shed or something.
Right.
So they get like lots of gentlemen to join the groups, and they can do all sorts there, wood turning, you know, woodwork. They can do, you know, like crochet, sewing. They've got women there as well. And it just sounded like such a lovely group. And he was telling me some really sad stories about people who've, you know, got to the point where life is not for them anymore. And then how they've kind of resurrected their life with this foundation that they've got going. So again, I was like, oh, you're making me really emotional now. And
I feel like I've heard of that before.
It was just, you know, the stories, and they were saying now these people have got back on board with life, and they come down to the shed, and they do all these lovely things together, and it's given them like a whole new purpose in life, and how much they enjoy doing all these creative things that they never ever expected they would want to do or could actually achieve. And then we were getting emotional, saying you don't actually realise how important crafting is and how much it does for people. And well, I think we found that out at both of the crafterganzas.
Oh, we did, yeah.
That it's an absolutely integral part of a lot of people's lives. And if they didn't have it, you know, life might not be quite as good. So we just love that, you know, we can do that as well. Look how amazing that is, though, now, just with papers on, isn't it? And I'm just looking at the time, and it's the hour's nearly up.
I was pointing at my camera there, and I was like, Jamie, I was like,
yeah, I was going to say, oh my goodness. Well, what I'll try and do is I'll try and finish it, but I wanted to give you an idea, because I think when you then decorate this, fold it up. What you could do, trim a tiny bit out of the top, just a snippet, so it doesn't close up totally, and then put either some little streamers in there, some little curly ribbons, and do cut some of your die-cut stars on the ends, because I think that'd be really nice as a table centerpiece. If you can imagine that on your Independence Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
On your table.
It's a celebration, isn't it?
It's a celebration, so I think there's parties and stuff.
Jamie was just saying, do we have a big meal on the 4th of July, or is it like, you know, like party,
a bit more like
spread,
Thanksgiving type thing?
Yeah. Like what, sorry?
A bit more like a Thanksgiving meal where all the family comes around you. I guess there's lots of parades and things. There's bound to be, aren't there? Parades and parties and things, big celebrations and stuff.
Let us know.
But yeah, I think if you do that, put some streamers or some of your acetate. And put some of the die-cut stars on the end so it hangs over. I will try and finish it, and then I can bring it back in. I'll try and finish it later on.
Fab.
And we can bring it back in.
But at least we've seen how to do the nice teepee design.
I thought it was good to do that, and this was the perfect collection to go with that, because I feel like we discussed that. Crafterganza said how such a celebratory thing this project is. So yeah.
Fab. Just before we do head off, Sheila, Evelyn is just asking, can we see a close-up of the shaker card that is on Sheila's right,
Absolutely,
please?
you can. Yeah, because we didn't show those, did we?
No.
So, and this is Marie's beautiful project. And so, it's got little stars on the inside. If I tip it up, you'll be able to see them. So there are stars inside there. But look how amazing that is, and that's cleverly cut in the inside out, like we did on ours, cutting the inside out and putting it into a shaker, and then putting these on the front of your acetate, and one sheet of card on the top. It's amazing, isn't it?
Love it.
Looks really, really fantastic.
Thank you for showing us that one there.
Absolutely.
Lots of people absolutely loving this collection and loving Sheila's makes, of course. Miss T. Georgia P. Sheila, you did it again. Another wonderful card. Pamela is saying, hi, I love your card, Sheila.
Oh,
and Alison, a bit late. Fell asleep after lunch. Hashtag melting. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your little snooze.
Absolutely,
and I hope you have all enjoyed our Stars and Stripes collection. US only launch for this one. Head to the website, shop the day, and you will find the gorgeous collection on there. We will be back live in an hour's time with a masterclass on floral quilling. So we shall see you very, very soon. Bye for now.